me introduce you to Pixie. Pixie is a demon cat. He's a big demon cat, aren't you? You're a demon. You're a big fat demon, aren't you? You're a big fat pain in the ass. You're gonna bite me? Yeah, you're gonna bite me. Ow! You're gonna bite me. You can live up there. What did I want to discuss today? Well, today I have a few things. I wanted to talk about how mad political correctness has become. I really feel sorry for guys. I really do, because I actually know a few ladies who, when they're approached by gentlemen wanting to chat to them with the sort of perspective of maybe becoming romantic, the ladies are really vicious and quite nasty and give them dirty looks and basically tell them to bugger off. And so, or they kind of accuse them of being sexual harassment. You know, how can life go on? How can life go on when men aren't even allowed to approach a lady and say, I think you're very attractive, can I have your number, or whatever? I don't know. I find it all very strange. And I had to do I won't say what company, but a training video for that company. And it even said things like, be careful what don't use emojis. Don't use emojis in emails. It can be misconstrued. Don't tell somebody they look nice. Can be misconstrued. I think that's just ridiculous. Why can't I say to another colleague, oh, you look nice today? And equally, when I'm very friendly with that person, I might say, you don't look so nice today. But, you know, why can't we say things like that to people that you've become close with? I mean, I wouldn't just say it to any old person. I wouldn't just go up to the boss who I just met like last week and say, oh, cool, you're really nice looking, aren't you? Or, God, you look like shit today. I wouldn't say that, would I now? Even though I have been accused of being a bit too forward, and that I may well go up to somebody like Ridley Scott and say to him, you know, show us your bum or something. I don't know. Anyway, what else I wanted to talk about was, sadly, one of my friends died a while ago now. It was a while ago. And after I went to my dad's funeral, which was quite heartbreaking, obviously, I decided I wasn't going to do funerals anymore, because they're just horrible. And I also feel like the person probably isn't there anymore. I mean, I know I'm not going to hang around for a funeral. In fact, my sister and I have discussed, we want to donate our bodies to science, or someone can eat me. I don't mind, you know, if any cannibals, you know, or my neighbours. I've offered my neighbours, I've said, would you like to see what human tastes like after hopefully I won't be so old that I'll be all tough and leathery, but I'm sure I'd just taste like chocolate bacon, because, you know, chocolate cakes, sugary, sweet bacon, because I'm vegetarian as well. I probably taste very nice, I think. So somebody could maybe have some, or probably my animals will eat me. It's a fact, apparently, that your cat is more likely to eat you when you die than your dog. Can you believe that? Yes, I can believe it. If it's Pixie will eat me even if I'm not dead. So anyway, I was saying to this set decorator, I'm not having a funeral, because he asked me, he didn't see me at my friend's funeral. He said, I didn't see you at Joan's funeral. And I said, I know I don't do funerals. What do you mean you don't do funerals? And I said, yeah, my sister and I have decided we're not gonna have the funeral. We're gonna donate our bodies to science and all be eaten. And he said, bugger that. I want a bloody state funeral. And I thought that was rather hilarious. Anyway, Peter, you'll never watch this, so I hope you get your state funeral, but I'm still not coming. Okay, on to my K-drama. My K-drama points and my comments upon K-dramas. What I think Korea must have a terrible system of teaching their people to drive, because in many K-dramas there are car crashes, and often in a series there could be many car crashes, poor people. And I just think they must be really bad drivers, because one of the main ways of them to die is from either jumping off a building, which I think would be my preferred, although I would say it would be my preferred sort of method of death, simply because I think it would be like going on a roller coaster. When you're jumping down, it'd be quite exciting to kind of, zoom down and then a quick splat. But then I'm quite considerate. I don't think I'd want to do that, because I'd feel guilty about the poor person who would have to come and scrape me up off the floor. And somebody could find a finger later that was not found in the initial cleanup. So anyway, car crashes in K-dramas usually, or either someone is run over and they're lying there on the ground, and then you see this big pool like a bucket load of blood spreading out across the pavement where to indicate that they're probably dead. But most of the time they're not dead, and they suddenly reappear, perfectly fine, or in a coma, or they come out as a ghost, which is always fun, which is actually one of the things that happened on, no, I won't tell you that because it might spoil it for you. Yeah, so I'd really like to know if there are any Korean people watching this. Is it really hazardous to cross the road in Korea? Because it seems that even people who are crossing the road on a zebra crossing when the man is green, even they get run over, often by a truck. So that's that. And okay, following on from getting run over, hospitals. I don't know whether in Korea they have doctor's surgery, because as soon as you feel a bit iffy, they say, I'm going to take you to the hospital, and I thought, oh, that's a bit excessive, going to the hospital. And they get a little sniffle or a cut, paper cut, and they're taken to the hospital and given a drip, and then sent on their way. I find that peculiar. Really peculiar, that for every tiny little sniffle, I mean, yeah, in today's day and age of COVID, you may be a little bit worried that you may be getting COVID, but I think, just having a runny nose doesn't merit going to the hospital. So if anybody goes on holiday in Korea, and if you get a dicky tummy as well, if you've eaten something a bit dodgy, a bit too spicy, you can go to the hospital and they'll bung you on a drip and send you on your way later. I don't know what I've seen a lot of people pay for it, so I don't think it's like the NHS. I don't think it's for free. So I suppose going to the hospital, they just think, okay, we'll get 100 quid out of you, just lie there and have a drip. But apart from that, I think, God, you must be real wusses. A tiny little cut a tiny little, you know, pick a spot and it bleeds, and there's a big plaster on it, big plaster they stick on them. So I think that's bizarre, absolutely bizarre. Please, any Korean people, tell me if that's true. Other thing I wanted to just discuss, criticising people, of course, is why do people, any people in any country who take tablets, why do you have to lift your head up to swallow a tablet? You don't have to swallow, you don't lift your head up when you're swallowing a bit of steak or a chip, do you? Every time we'd be like storks swallowing fish if we were like that. But why do people do that when they're swallowing a tablet? It's beyond me. It makes me think. I just don't understand why people do that. It's very odd. Stop doing it. It looks weird. So apart from that, my weight situation is that I've lost absolutely nothing, not even a pound, not for the want of trying. So there you go. That's really annoying, but I think I have found a surgeon to sort out my frog face. I'm just waiting to set up a meeting with him and see how much wonga it's going to cost. So maybe in a few weeks you'll be seeing me with great big swollen, you know, Angelina Jolie lips times 20 on there, and like stitches and stuff. That will be very interesting. I do enjoy looking at my K-dramas and trying to work out who's had surgery and who hasn't. I was looking at my beautiful boyfriend Taemin, who I love to death and wish he was older and English, but I don't mind if he's Korean. I wish he would live in England, maybe preferably next door to me. I don't want anyone living in my house because I'm too set in my ways now. And also I don't have room. I don't have room for other people's crap in my house. You know, it would annoy me even to see their laptop sitting there, you know, or if they put their phone on my charger, I'd be really pissed off. And I don't have a spare room for them. Although having said that, I could probably build an office in the garden and they could have this room, I suppose. So that's a possibility, but all the same, you know, it's the whole thing having, I don't think I've got enough room in my wardrobe. I've got too many clothes. I don't think I've had enough room, have enough room for their clothes. So they could probably, you know, move to another house in the street, and we could just, you know, I could sleep over his house, he could sleep over my house. That would be quite nice. Yeah, I think that's all really for today. Hope that was funny, and I hope you get to see some nice K-dramas. I've just started one that is the Korean version of Jane the Virgin. If you've seen Jane the Virgin, which was like an American Hispanic, I think she's Hispanic, I can't remember. Yeah, I think they were Hispanic. It was really good. And Jane the Virgin, who got pregnant when she was virgin, funny enough. And I'm watching the Korean version of it, which I'm just a couple of episodes in, and I'm enjoying it very much, with gorgeous Sung-hoon. Or Sung-hoon, I'm not quite sure how you say his name, but he's delicious, and he's 39, but he looks about 29, but he's absolutely scrumptious. So he's probably, you know, Udwan is always going to be my number one. He's just the love of my life is Udwan, followed by Taemin, followed by Sung-hoon. Because I actually watched a little clip on YouTube, and he was stuffing his face so much. And also I've seen him eating on quite a few K-dramas, and he needs to watch himself eating and maybe not put so much in his mouth, maybe smaller bites, Sung-hoon, so you look gorgeous, because you are gorgeous. I would love to kiss those gorgeous lips, and so would my friend Bridget. We agreed. We were ogling pictures of Sung Hoon on the internet, and she agreed that he was delicious too. Marvellous lips. Anyway, having said that, I'm going to go now. Have a lovely week, and I shall let you know if I've lost a gram next week. Bye.